of all the people, God, what about your servant Job? What about your servant Job? Can I try him? Can I test him? Your servant Job. Can I have a chance to do something to him? And he had to ask. You know why?
Because you can't do nothing without God's permission.
No, God had a hedge all around Job because of his prayers, because of his all the things that he yielded up to God, the first of everything, always considering God in everything. God kept a hedge of protection around him 24/7. There was no way for Satan to touch him. He knew that even after he sent an army against him, it didn't mean nothing because God wasn't going to let nothing happen to him. Right. He was protected. He was shielded. Think about it. No matter what comes or goes, God has a shield all around you. Mm-hmm. It can only do so much. But think about it. For Job, he couldn't do nothing. It wasn't even a question. Job never had to worry about being hungry. He never had to worry about, well, am I going to have any children? He had them. Right. He never had to worry about making sure his servants are fed and their kids are taken care of. He never had to worry about, well, is my field going to yield? He never had to worry about none of that because it was automatic. He didn't have to worry about nothing. And because he didn't have to worry about nothing, guess what? He was known for it. He was known for his servitude to God. He was known for how he lived. He was known for his prayer life and his sacrifice unto God. Having God first, then his family, and then everybody else. And if anybody was in need, he gave to them. If anybody wanted anything, he gave to them. So that means everybody knew of Job. It talks about his friends knowing Job, his family knowing Job, all those in hierarchy or lowercase, they knew of Job. So in knowing of Job, and going on with the story of Job, even before Job was tested, you know what he did?
He prayed.
He prayed. What did he pray over?
He prayed over his land, his family.
He prayed over his kids.
Yeah.
You know why he prayed over his kids? Because
they're his inheritance.
He didn't know
inheritance, but
he didn't know what they were doing.
He didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, out of his sight.
He didn't know a dime. He knew. We going out to party. And their parties didn't last one day.
Right.
Their parties, it could have lasted 3 days. It could have lasted a week. He didn't know what was going on in the parties. But one thing he did know, he would go to God the very next day. God, I'm coming to you in the stead of my children. And I want to cover their sins because I don't know whether they have sinned or not. But in case they did, cover them. Put your hedge around them. Cover them. Do it, Lord. Cover them. Cover them. Now, it wasn't Job going out sinning. But he just said just in case. Why? Because he knew his kids. He knew his kids.
Right.
He knew his sons like drinking. And he knew that his daughters like men. And he knew that, hey, well, the boys like the girls too. When nobody nothing said, anything could have happened. But because of God's covering, things didn't happen. Only because Job prayed. Now, there comes a time when we pray. We pray over our children. We pray over our cousins and nieces and nephews. We even pray over our husbands. Yeah, we do. And we pray over our wives. But in the midst of all that praying, guess what? When they're out of our sights, We don't know what they're doing.
Right.
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 Isn't that right, Ryan? We don't know what they're doing.
Nah, I don't know what I do. No.
But one thing about it, in most cases, if it's on the parent's heart to pray because the mayor did it, guess what? Most times, either they may have came close to doing or they did it.
Right.
It's
Yep.
always either of the two.
Yep.
And God always exposes it, whether to the mother or to the father. It always comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Always comes out. We know God to do that, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
We can trust God to do that, don't we?
Absolutely.
So if we trust God so much, why do we rehearse to them what we've already said? Why do we play it like a broken record, what we've already said? If you've already made a stand for what's going to go down in your house, that's it.
Right.
Ain't no discussion about it another week later.
Right.
Ain't no discussion about it 2 days later, because one thing is about it. You are only responsible for your home.
That's right.
You are only responsible for what goes on in your household. If there's something going on in somebody else's household, guess what? I can pray,
Right.
but it ain't none of my business to put my finger in there.
Right.
I can pray,
Right.
but it is not my business to give any kind of, oh, let me give you my tea on it.